I said I was going to do some more techniques while I was here in Bangtao. I will be teaching this one, but I won't be demonstrating it because, to be honest, I'm not actually the best person at throwing a push kick in my life. This is Jada. Jada's from Australia. She grew up here, right? In Thailand. Speaks Thai, writes Thai, reads Thai. Very jealous. So she's better at like most things Thai than me, which includes the push kicks. If I have her leg up, ideally I want to be hitting with this bit of my foot, right? The ball on my foot, and it wants to be like a stabbing motion. And it's a stabbing motion, and all the push kicks that I've experienced that have been horrible have been around my bladder area. So around the belt line, and it sort of like buckles you and folds you. So this is the experience that I've had when I've fought Thai people, and it's always been something that I've been kind of hesitant of. And if you have a very, very good educated push kick, you can dictate an entire fight with it because it maintains distance, it can be offensive, it's defensive, it's a very, very useful tool. Superbond has a very, very extraordinary one. I'll put some links in this video of him using it. So I'm just going to put the pressure on Jada, and she's just going to throw a few, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit. So, one. Right, so as you can see, like Jada's knee like chambers up, and then her foot smashes into me with the ball. It's like, you can see it's not like a pushing motion. It's like a mix between a push but a really violent stabbing push, and it knocks me backwards. And if you can imagine, if I did stand my ground, if I do stand my ground, it just buckles you because it folds you at the bladder. Very, very hard place to get a strong core is your bladder. Does your core even run down there or what? Nah, Woody's holding the camera, that's what I'm asking. So yeah, your core's not even down there, so you can't really tense that up. I mean, you're gonna piss your pants if it's good enough. A really important thing to notice about Jada's push kick is when she push kicks, she's actually like in an A-frame stance. So this, what I mean by this is her weight's forward and her foot's on a slight, her leg's on a slight angle backwards. So she's very grounded. If she was to push kick me like this, it can knock her backwards because her weight goes over her leg. So if she push kick, I don't know if she can do it, a bad push kick, but if she does a bad push kick, if she's too close, it can knock you backwards like this because your weight is in line with your base leg, like here, whereas you want to be like this, whereas your leg's in an A-frame shape. So if I did drop my leg down, you can see my legs are now making an A. And so when Jada's leg's up, and she's forward, this is how she would hit at her extent, bang. Her legs are like an A-frame. And this allows her to knock me backwards and her not to be knocked backwards. You guys have options, right? So in Thailand, I know they teach to drop the hand like this, okay? If you're very, very good at a push kick and you're very confident whether you're push kicking the legs, the stomach, the face, and you know you're accurate and you very rarely miss, okay, you can get away with this. If you're like me and not so good at it and maybe not as confident, you can just do it with your hands up, okay? So Jada can for sure do that with her hands up. Exactly the same torque, exactly the same power. It's very, very painful. So now we'll talk about if we miss. If Jada misses, we don't want her to be falling forwards, all right? We want her to miss with her leg and her leg to snap back. So if she does push hit me once, boom, and next time I see it, she can like retract her knee without falling forwards and falling into something, okay? Especially if I'm a person that's good at deflecting a push kick. So if she push kicks me and I knock it away, I don't want her to fall forwards. I want her leg to be able to get knocked off and pull it back and have control of your limbs, okay? So I'll deflect it again and Jada's gonna keep control of her leg. Yeah, again. So guys, if you want to improve your push kick and you don't have someone as willing as me to stand there for belly pad on and get kicked, a really good way to do it is just on a bag. This is like a Thai style way. I'm sure a lot of you guys who are watching this have already seen this before. Is you get a decent weighted bag and you're going to consistently push kick it. So as you push it forwards, it's going to swing back, and that's when you're going to land your next push kick. So Jada's just going to show us how it's done now. So we can just do rep after rep after rep after rep. And I had friends that would get into the hundreds when I was younger, the Thai guys. And it's, I guess this is why they're so good at it. So you can do this on both legs, you can do it on one, or you can alternate as well. And you can get good at both legs. It's good for timing, good for strength, really gets your hip flexors, your glutes going. And you have to be accurate because if you hit the edge of the bag, like I'll ask Jada to hit the edge of the bag when she pushes, the bag's gonna spin. So as she hits it, this happens, and then your foot falls off, and then you muck up your whole rhythm. So you need to keep your push kick in the center of the bag the whole time. So you pretty much got to stay in the zone and stay concentrated. Thank you to Jada for coming in and doing this technique with me today, because I definitely couldn't have done that good, but I can explain it very well. So I'm going to put all her social links and stuff like that in the description below. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll put some more videos up soon. See ya!